The Persian Empire. Currently, the Persian Empire doesn't exist. When it did exist, it was primarily located in Iran, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. It also expanded into what is now Iraq, Turkey, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, and Egypt, as well as small parts of surrounding countries. During the reign of Darius I, who was the third king of the Persian Empire and organized the empire by dividing it into provinces, the Persians attempted to invade Greece but were defeated in 490 at the Battle of Marathon. Approximately 10 years later, Xerxes led an army to Greece, defeated the Spartans at the Battle of Thermopylae in 480 and captured Athens. Now let's talk about the Persian Wars. As you already know, the Persian Wars were a series of successful attempts by the Persian Empire to subdue a loose coalition of Greek city-states. The Persian Wars ended with the signing of the Peace of Callias in 449 BCE. The Persians' defeat in Greece marked the end of successful Persian expansion. Xerxes returned to Persia and turned his attention toward more peaceful pursuits. He taxed the people heavily and spent money on vast building projects, in particular at the capital city of Persepolis. Xerxes was assassinated in 465 BCE. During this time, the war was quite common and we could so very often seen like this. Culture and society. Culturally, the Persian Empire can be compared to a mosaic with many different cultures and societies coexisting under one general government. They adopted the customs of other cultures. Persian art, including the construction in the Persian capitals, made luxurious use of materials and craftsmen from throughout the empire and beyond. Society. Within the empire, the satraps or leaders of the various provinces exercised a great deal of power, particularly later in the history of the empire. The Persian army also played an important role with imperial troops stationed throughout the empire. Rulers of the empire attempted to stimulate the economy both by promoting trade and investing in irrigation and other efforts to improve agriculture. Religion of the Persian Empire. One of the central developments of the Persian Empire was the religion of Zoroastrianism. According to tradition, the 6th century BC founder of the religion, Zoroaster, received a vision from Ahura Mazda, the supreme being and creator, who appointed him to preach the truth. Zoroaster's monotheistic teachings about Ahura Mazda represented a significant departure from traditional polytheistic beliefs in the region. Zoroastrianism taught that in the struggle between good and evil, humans choose which path to follow and were rewarded or punished accordingly. Over the course of the Persian Empire, Zoroastrianism evolved and became increasingly important. From the time of Xerxes, the Persian rulers were almost certainly Zoroastrian until Alexander. Zoroastrianism endured until the Muslim conquest of the region in the 7th century CE, after which it diminished in influence. Still, some fractions of Zoroastrianism remain today, and many scholars believe that it influenced in the development of Judaism and early Christianity.